worlds RPG are some of the most popular games genres of the entire world because the opportunities are often endless. You can do pretty much anything you want in them, and that is the part of what has always allowed certain open world games to separate themselves from the pack. Well, it's already end of 2022 and video games with open worlds certainly are not slowing down. If you're looking for a biggest open world RPGs to get lost in for a few dozen hours, then you're in the right place. And today we talk about top 25 new open world RPGs of 2022 and 2023. Enough talking, let's get into it. Also sub to the channel if you're new around here. It will be really honored to us, and please help to achieve 100k subscribers. So, first of all, we talk about GreedFall 2. The Dying World is an open-world action RPG that focuses on story and player choice as it revisits the unique universe created by its predecessor. Using diplomacy, cunning, or combat, it's up to you to end one man's ambitions of conquest, which could spell the end of the continent and your island. Uprooted from the island of your birth, find your freedom, explore the old continent, and forge your destiny through alliances, scheming, and battles. Welcome to Atlas Fallen is an action RPG developed by Deck 13 Interactive Studio, a German team with a portfolio that includes such projects as the First Lords of the Fallen and the Surge series. In Atlas Fallen takes us on a journey to a desert fantasy world. We take on the role of heroes who traverse this land and discover the secrets of its past, trying to find a way to deal with an ancient threat. The Elder Scrolls VI is the most anticipated open-world RPG game, the next generation of Bethesda Softworks' blockbuster RPG franchise. The latest project that has been confirmed in June 2016 when Todd Howard revealed that the game is being created, but that would not see it anytime soon. Hopefully this game release in late 2023 or first 2024. Starfield is a next-generation role-playing game set in space created by the acclaimed team behind The Elder Scrolls and Fallout. This huge Game Pass title had gameplay revealed earlier this year to provide a glimpse into what we can expect. Built on an improved engine, the Creation Engine 2, the game shows clear strides over Fallout 4 and other previous titles. Space travel, world building, rendering technology, and more are all covered.
We're not just here to shoot the bad guys. We're peacekeepers. We protect the people of the Free Star Collective.
When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, no one quits. The only way out is death.
The path ahead may be dangerous. But we are not stopping.
Most Dusties don't even make it this far.
Because whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity.
Next, we have The Wayward Realms is an open-world fantasy RPG where choice, consequence, scope, and role-playing will be experienced like never before in a realistically scaled open world in a new class of game, the Grand RPG. Okay, let's talk. Where Winds Meet is an open-world action RPG that takes us to a fantasy version of China at the end of the 10th century. In Where Winds Meet, we take on the role of a swordsman traversing the world and facing enemies as he searches for a place for himself in a land in conflict. Using skills from various martial arts schools, it's up to you to build your own combat style and survive. Welcome to Crimson Desert is a most anticipated upcoming open-world action adventure, an action role-playing game developed and published by Pearl Abyss. The story shown in Crimson Desert revolves around Macduff's son, Martinus, the commander of a group of mercenaries operating in the north. In an attempt to escape his tragic past, he must ensure the survival of his teammates.
They came with their manners, rules, and ranks. I couldn't care less about the ways of you lowlanders.
At least the lands are still...
Up north, we have our own way of doing things.
Maybe he's to blame, maybe he ain't.
Young master, the lands here are cold and barren.
You can starve to death for all I care.
The north is full of dangers, whether you're a prince or a peasant. Whether man or beast, only the strong will survive.
Who cares if we die? How'd the lowlanders take over an empire?
Look at us. Beaten, shamed, and hunted.
Macduff! Eli!
Can you hear a word I said? You nearly died out there.
Macduff, you are our leader. Go away!
Well, let's talk about The Ragnarok. It's an action RPG with an open world that takes us to a fantastic universe on the verge of extinction inspired by Nordic mythology. During the game, we play as a hero endowed with divine powers, whose task is to stop the apocalypse. Ravenbound is an open-world action RPG that experiences the freedom of exploring a vast fantasy world's foot or on the wings of the Raven in the open-world roguelike action game Ravenbound. In Ravenbound, we explore the fantastic land of Elvald as warriors who are the incarnation of Raven, a being created by the gods who generally gather strength for the final confrontation with the sinister traitor.
To meet the darkness and wound it, so that the cause does not die when you do. The hatred is a force stronger than you can imagine, but just as dust, carried by the wind, can level mountains, you can wield unimaginable power if you let it wield you.
Well, now we talk to Project Awakening is an action RPG title from the Japanese studio Cygames. Project Awakening takes the players to a fantasy world where they must face many dangers, including huge monsters like the Monster Hunter series. In this game, we play as a knight, who must face not only monsters, but also a much bigger threat.
We are the sword that shall not bend. A god of steel and fury, give us flesh to hunt. From blood transfer.
Next, we have Gotham Knights, begins a new chapter for the Gotham City, following upon the blockbuster Batman Arkham video game series. Batman is dead. It is now up to Batman family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin to protect Gotham City. And there are 4 characters with unique abilities to choose from to explore an open city, complete tasks, and develop their statistics.
Nightwing's fighting style is acrobatic. He ping-pongs around the battlefield. While you can play the whole game solo, you can also protect Gotham in co-op with a friend. Here's Red Hood. Red Hood gained new abilities after being resurrected by an assassin cult. Here, he uses Mystical Leap to move across the rooftops, springboarded by his own soul energy. Successful attacks and dodges build up my momentum bar below, and timing my strikes and combos correctly makes it build faster. Once the bar is full, heroes can unleash powerful abilities.
Now we talk to Arise of Awakeners is a TPP action RPG inspired by the game Dragon's Dogma. In Arise of Awakener, we play as a character who explores a vast fantasy world and faces numerous dangers in order to become the so-called Awakener. The game uses Unreal Engine technology. Welcome to God of War Ragnarok. Is the highly anticipated and next-gen graphics, upcoming action-adventure game developed by Santa Monica Studio and will be published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. It is scheduled to be released worldwide on November 2022 for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. It will be the 9th installment in the God of War series, the 9th chronologically, and the sequel to 2018's God of War.
We will make our own destiny.
A fateful evening.
Okay, now we talk to Forspoken is an action-adventure game that takes players to a fantastic world full of strange powers and monsters. Forspoken follows the journey of Frey, a young New Yorker transported to the beautiful and cool land of Athea. In search of a way home, Frey must use her newfound magical abilities to traverse sprawling landscapes and battle monstrous creatures to survive in a dangerous world combining supernatural elements with things typical for our reality.
Reluctant to help, but desperate to find a way back home, Frey sets off on a journey through this strange and dangerous land.
Every day we delay brings
Well,
us
let's talk about Final Fantasy XVI. Is the 16th main part of the bestseller series of Japanese RPGs published by Square Enix. Final Fantasy XVI brings players into a world where Eikons are powerful and deadly creatures that reside within dominance. A single man or woman who is blessed with the ability to call upon their dreaded power.
the dominance, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. If I take the field, our duel will shake the island to its foundations.
Next, we have Honor of Kings. World is an online action RPG with an open world. The game is set in a magical fantasy land known from Honor of Kings. It tells the story of a young warrior who goes on an academy specializing in training heroes, located in the land of Jizya. Before doing the academy, however, hero has to pass a demanding exam. Okay, let's get into Black Myth Wukong. Is an upcoming most highly anticipated action role-playing game by Chinese indie developer Game Science, based on the classical 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West. Many were impressed of its gameplay and visuals with the power of Unreal Engine 5. The main feature of the Black Myth Wukong is fighting with a stick. The weapon has a wide range of functions. It allows not only to attack enemies, but also to block blows and bounce arrows. EARTHLOCK 2 is an open-world action RPG sequel with the cult classic turn-based RPG original. EARTHLOCK 2 takes place in the same world, but will be a completely different experience compared to the first EARTHLOCK, which was a turn-based RPG. EARTHLOCK 2 will have real-time combat, and without revealing too much, Fans and newcomers alike can expect a dynamic and unique experience, providing the player with meaningful choices that will allow them to leave their mark on the world. Stormrite is an upcoming open-world RPG set in the dark fantasy medieval kingdom of Redrich. You'll play the role of a young squire, exploring a world full of chaos and conflict. Become a deadly assassin, learn the arts of dark magic, or lead your armies into large-scale war. The choice is yours. Well, Now We Talk to Chrono Odyssey is an upcoming next-gen fantasy MMORPG planned for PC and consoles. The game offers a wide range of character classes and an extensive storyline. The plot tells the story of members of an organization called Edragon, who are at war with 12 powerful deities. Flintlock, the Sage of Dawn is an open-world action RPG mixes typical fantasy conventions with some real-world elements. In Flintlock, the Sage of Dawn's world, gunpowder has just been invented. This means that standard rifles play a role in combat, along with the expected melee weapons and fantastical creatures. Even its environments feature a mix of standard, pre-industrial architecture, and magical temples. Well, now we talk to Hogwarts Legacy is an immersive, open-world action RPG set in the world first introduced in the Harry Potter books. Now you can take control of the action and be at the center of your own adventure in the wizarding world. Embark on a journey through familiar and new locations as you explore and discover fantastic beasts, customize your character, and craft potions. Master spellcasting, upgrade talents, and become the wizard you want to be. Okay, now we talk to Lies of P. It's a challenging action game with a unique lie system, where what you do and say as the main character dynamically affects gameplay. The game's story is a unique, darker twist on the classic story of Pinocchio. In Lies of P, we take on the role of a mechanical puppet who, looking for Mr. Geppetto, travels across the dark city of Krat and faces the nightmares lurking there.
But I don't have a choice. Only you can do this. Please, help me.
Welcome to Dragon Age. Dreadwolf is an upcoming role-playing video game in development by BioWare that is to be published by Electronic Arts. The fourth installment continues the events of the previous edition, Dragon Age Inquisition, and takes us on a journey to the fantasy world of Thedas, which we travel through in the skin of a character that we create.
No magic hand. No ancient prophecy. The kind of person they'll never see coming. We've got your back. I've got your back. Demons, dragons, darkspawn. Even the Dreadwolf. This is your story.
Finally, after almost 7 years, we finally got an official announcement from CD Projekt that The Witcher 4 is being coming. But the release date and the plot for the game was unfortunately not revealed yet, so it's unknown whether this game will be a sequel, a prequel, or even a reboot for the series. But with a new teaser image that they posted, it shows a caption that says, "A new saga begins," which sort of insinuates that maybe this will be a new game with a completely new plot and main character and will not follow the story of the other main entries of the series, where we follow the story of Draw. CD Projekt Red has also confirmed that the game will be developed in Unreal Engine 5.